Hello people, this is Jen. I'm here with an energy update for August. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. Thank you for being here. Let's get into it. August. We've been hit last week. I can't remember which date it was. I think it was Wednesday. We had a new moon. That was extremely powerful. It felt like a full moon. Being unable to sleep at that time, so many changes. What a week it was. What a past 2 weeks we've had. Crazy changes, crazy shifts, crazy new energies showing up out of what seems like nowhere, but showing up and keep on showing up and keep on showing us where we thought we were in balance or where we thought we were strong, and perhaps realizing that we weren't that strong, that we still have some work to do. But no worries. August is a month to rest, to really just slow down, slow living all the way, and just allow these energies to take space and form into our lives, to allow these energies to show us where we need to go, to show us what we need to understand, to show us where we lack, where we're not seeing clearly, where we are seeing through our ego's eyes instead of our heart's eyes, where we are not feeling what we're supposed to be feeling, and just allow this to realign and merge all together during the month of August. Really, it's a time to slow down. I know a lot of people are extremely tired. We can feel it in the collective. We can feel it in ourselves. Just tired, having a hard time putting one foot in front of the other and go on about our days. I know I am tired. I know I'm having rough nights at times, so I just take time during the day to meditate more so that I can rest and so that I can receive my own messages. And that's what this month is about, to open up our own channels while we rest and while we take some deep rest for some. Allow ourselves and our bodies to do what they need to do. Rely on their intelligence to connect with the collective, with the cosmos, to connect more with each other. Perhaps you're seeing this in people that you see every day at work. A lot of people have been like gray in the face or even green in the face because they're so tired. A lot of them are blaming this on work, but it's not true for everyone. It's mainly these kick-ass energies that we've been through, and it's a slow down now. This new moon brought like the last piece before the calm, last piece of new energies, and it's really affecting everyone in the collective, the divine masculine, divine feminine as well. And you may notice these changes taking place in you slowly but surely, but taking place in you. And it's through that rest and it's through that slowing down that we can really understand what's going on. So if you're at this point feeling in a phase of, I don't understand myself anymore, I don't know where I need to go, I don't even know what I like, slow down. Go to sleep. Go to sleep or do something that will help you relax. Relaxing has been a hard thing to do in the past 2 weeks, even in the past few months, but more so during the eclipse season. And now it's just really time to allow the body to process this energy so that it can take up its optimal speed or vibe, adapt to this new vibe, these new energies. So really, when we feel like we're lost and we don't know who we are, or feeling like we've lost our identity, which was huge in the past 2 weeks, all we need to do is just take a step back and relax. And these new things that we like, and I say new things because most of the time we're going to let go of something and realize that, oh, I have an interest in this. Or, oh, this is where I feel like I need to go. It becomes clearer. And August is just the perfect time, perfect month to gain clarity for planning ahead the upcoming months, planning ahead the next 6 months. Well, 5 months, I should say, because when we have eclipse, it lasts for 6 months. So to plan what's going on in these months and choose the high road if that's what you're called to do. Stay where you are if that's what you're called to do. As long as you're fine with your decision, we've had a lot of upper body movement happening, like the higher chakras, solar plexus, heart, throat, still big at this time. A lot of people are going through neck pains. The third eye, the crown chakra, and all these chakras above have been extremely active, but also trying to align all together, especially align with the root chakra. A lot of people are still working through fears, still trying to understand why they can't let go of those fears. And for most, the answer is just being unable to surrender, because where there's fears, there's guidance. When we're afraid of something, it's often a sign that that's where we need to go to explore ourselves outside our comfort zone, to see what lives outside our comfort zone, and to just try new things, ascend higher. So dealing with fears is not an easy thing. Taking a step back and trying to picture what would happen if I take this fear, I put it on the side, and I don't listen to what it's telling me. What would happen if I wasn't afraid? What would I do? And align to this and do it. One step at a time. And you're going to succeed. Most of the time where there's fears, there's also guidance about just flipping the situation. This fear has a root somewhere, either from conditioning, from a program. It stems from somewhere. Understanding where it's coming from might be enough to release it. Sometimes it isn't. And it's just an opportunity to see, okay, I need to flip this, like do the total opposite of what I'm doing right now, and see how you feel. Imagine it just for a few seconds. This is me doing this. How do I feel? This is me doing this. How do I feel? And go with where the response is the lightest, the easiest, and the most fun. Go there. This is where you're at. This is where you need to go. The Divine Masculine is dealing with a lot of this. A lot of fears have been coming up for them. A lot of regrets, a lot of enlightenment, a lot of epiphanies, realizing, and I know I've said this before, but realizing, oh my God, I've been off path for such a long time now. I don't even know how to get back on it. I don't even know where to start. And it's them reacting to the new them, their new energy, their new levels of seeing, of feeling. And they've been having a lot of regrets towards the Divine Feminine in the way they've been treating them for a lot. For how they acted and how they know clearly that to make a comeback, something needs to change. They do feel this connection very deeply now, the twin flame connection that is so powerful. And if you are in one, you know how impossible it is to just put on the side. And they are very aware of this connection. They are now working with it instead of against it. For a lot of them, they were just in such pain and in such denial that they were working against the connection. And now they hopped on the wagon, that they're working with it. They feel these changes, these energetic changes. They feel the exchange between the twin flames. They do feel that. and they see a lot of things very, very, very differently. They also are now working at understanding how strong they are. For some, it was a negative, meaning that they are so strong that they were able to hold it for way too long, and they realize, I don't need to hold on to this anger or this pain or this denial about this connection. I can just drop it and finally breathe. And for some, it's how strong they were in regards to their karmic situations, relations, how strong they were towards the divine feminine. And they realize like they don't need to have all of this on their shoulders. They can just be themselves and breathe and feel light and be light. And that's very new for a lot of them. They've never been this way in their life before. No matter what age a person is, for a lot of divine masculine, they've never been so aligned before. And yet, they are still working on that heart alignment, but really with a deeper level of understanding of what it means to be aligned with their hearts, of what it means to live without the ego chatting all the time, what it means to live without that stubbornness that a lot of them had. And it was their conditioning. And a lot of them were able to move past that and release it and just be like, oh, hey, this is my heart. This is what it feels like to live aligned with my heart. And it feels great. I love it. So that's a huge step forward for a lot of them. And that links into a lot of ego triggers that a lot of people have been going through lately. In the past month, but more so in the past couple of weeks, the triggers were through the roof, left and right, coming from all ways, all kinds of people. And you may be dealing with a karmic situation right now of someone triggering your ego, no matter what they do, no matter what they say. And that's not easy to deal with. That's a test. Focus on passing the test with the right intentions. Focus on the lesson involved in this situation, which is surrender. Just surrender and love more. Love more. By loving this person, the situation is going to change. By sending love to the situation, it is going to change. This person is not doing it consciously. They are dealing from their point of view, from their standpoint. They are acting in ways that they think that it's the best for them. And that may trigger you. It doesn't mean that you're right, they're wrong. Send love to the situation. Use this opportunity to transform whatever is going on and level up on your self-mastery and spiritual ascension. That's the only way out. If I go back to the divine masculine, their hearts are now more opened. They're really, really open to a level that never existed before for them. And they are clearing their own ego stuff, their own thought patterns that kept them at a level where they thought they needed to be, but now realize that it's not what they need, it's not what they want. What they want is more than that. They're much more aligned with spirituality and spiritual stuff in general, and understanding those synchronicities. And they realize that they're not coincidences, they're synchronicities, they're messages, and a lot of them are able to receive their own messages. And the message for this is we all need to receive our own messages. It's the right time to work on that by relaxing, using the month of August to realign our senses all together. When we work too much, when we are stressed out all the time, We can't be aligned in that way. August is also a month of discoveries. In the sense of you might be feeling it already, feeling like a lot of desires, all kinds of desires on all levels, and all kinds of thoughts, new thoughts coming into your awareness and your mind. And what is important to do is not to act on everything that comes up that feels new and that feels interesting. We're going to burn ourselves out if we start doing that. Waiting a little bit and waiting and taking that resting phase and period to just allow whatever is meant to be in your life to come through. That's how you're going to be able to do the cleanups in those thoughts and those desires, and to align with the ones that really matters the most. That really matters, that really are meant to be in your life, and it's going to be so much clear, so very, very clear where you need to go by the end of August. If not before, but by the end of August, like September, you're going to like walk and do your thing and just know that you're doing the right thing. No questions asked. The Divine Masculine is going through that as well. They're discovering these new sides of themselves, these new interests that they never had before. And that's because they're being guided, and they're listening to that guidance, and they're listening to their third eye opening. They're listening to their truth, which is awesome to see, because a lot of people have been working for this. A lot of people have been waiting for that time. A lot of people have been in pain because so many people were misaligned. Now more and more people are. More and more people are working towards that. There has been an explosion of that on social media in the past week. I've seen people I never resonated with or never heard speaking about spirituality before, and now they're like, oh, I'm starting this new business, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That's really a sign that as a collective we've made tremendous steps forward. And that's because of all these eclipses, new moons, full moons, the work. But the work is not done completely. And that might not be fun to hear at this point, but it's not done. We need to keep working. We need to keep releasing, cleaning ourselves up, and staying aligned. It's easy to take a step sideways and fall off, but staying aligned really is the most important. That's how, through the unified field, we have a ripple effect on one another. It's really a time to let go of the ego, let go of whatever that chatter is in your mind, those fears, that anger. Let it go and surrender. It's not going to work out anyway. Whatever we try to force at this time, it's going to work double. And it's going to create things we don't want. Surrender. Allow things to just show up, find you and show up. It's when we are in that space of total tranquility, equanimity, that things that are meant to be find us. It's not by trying to force things. It's not by trying to go against the wave. You're only going to hurt yourself, because you create, when we do this, we create expectations, and when they're not fulfilled, we get angry, we get mad. And really, it's not a time for this. It's a time to just be joyful, peaceful, light, easy breezy, no matter what is going on in the background. Just allow this noise to just clear out. By doing the things that you enjoy, by going to take a nap when you're tired, when you can. because I know it's not always possible to do when we're at work, but resting our bodies, because our bodies are operating on a different level of energy, and it takes time to get used to that. It takes time to integrate everything, and it shows up in many different symptoms. Being lightheaded has been huge lately. Feeling like you're out of place, feeling like I'm standing right here at the corner of the street, but my mind is totally elsewhere. And being like that every day, not just like 30 minutes or like just a few seconds, every day, the entire day. Those are the new energies, and everything is trying to synchronize together. Everything is trying to work together as a unit, and it's by surrendering that it can really happen. We don't necessarily all see it, and we might feel it though. There's huge changes in the background, like bubbling up, getting ready to start, and that's the new phase that is coming up. That's what the eclipse has brought to us. So really just taking this opportunity to just relax and let go. That's what the message is about, is let go. Let go of everything you thought you wanted that didn't come true. Heal that. Let go of what you thought you wanted that came true but didn't stick. Heal that. Let go of everything that you think you want, and just be in your heart. And you'll see what you're going to manifest. That's where the magic happens. You're going to manifest things that you never thought possible, because the ego has limited beliefs. The ego has a limited vision, motivated most of the time by fears. By letting this go, we can manifest pure magic. You know the sentence, fake it till you make it? August is fake it till you become it. It's pure law of attraction stuff. Fake it until you become it. Like, put your intention in it. Act towards that without pushing, without trying to make things happen before they're ready to happen. It's going to bring. Just act as if you already have it. Act as if you already are it. And it's going to show up. It's going to show up in this moment where you never expected it. It's going to show up right there. The opportunity is going to come knocking on your door. The only thing that we can do at this time is just take it. That's what August is about. That's what the Divine Masculine is going through as well. This major transformation, this major heart opening. A lot of them have received that, oh my God, I miss my twin flame. I miss this person. What was wrong with me that I treated her or him this way? And now they're reflecting, deeply, deeply, deeply reflecting on how they're going to make a comeback from this. Reaching out to them may not be the best idea at this time, but I don't like to speak about that kind of stuff, because everyone's journey is so completely different. Only you know if it's the right time to reach out or not. And follow your heart, follow your guidance. More and more people are going to open up their own sixth sense, their psychic sense, psychic gifts to receive that guidance, those messages. We are there. And a lot of people have started doing that. And they're even talking about it, but they don't realize that they've changed. A lot of people have been starting to talk about spirituality, karma. And if you go back 6 months ago, these same people were saying how they did not believe in those concepts, that it wasn't true. And now they are. They've changed so very much. A lot of them don't realize. Or I should say, and also a lot of people are being awakened to that through like situations that it's been unseen. Like for me at work, because I do work full time, at work I've been a witness of spiritual teachings showing up at work to wake people up in the most beautiful way. And that's going on in the collective, everywhere, for everyone. Divine masculine, divine feminine. So really at this point, it's about being in the vortex, if you follow Abraham Hicks. It's about being in your own vortex and just allowing your heart, I want to say allowing your heart to produce whatever it wants to produce. Like manifest intentions, really, really high time for this. Also, I know a lot of people have been like purging a lot, like releasing, and it was to make space for these energies. And it's normal, it happens. Even if we've done a great amount of healing, there is always more to look at. There is always more stuff that happened to us in life that we need to heal. So having some form of spiritual practice on a daily basis may be a good idea for some people, if not a lot of people. And also, a lot of people have been having a weird relationship with time, like time speeding up for some reason, feeling like it's going faster, feeling like, oh my God, I've been doing this and it's been an hour and a half already and it feels like it's been 15 minutes. Having really a different relationship to time, no matter what it is. Just like, oh, things are changing. That's really a good sign that your vibe is changing, that your energy is changing. And if you're in a twin flame connection, you might just be picking up on your twin, feeling all these changes. Especially if you've been through that kind of change before, it might just be your twin flame at this point. It might just be them opening up to these concepts and you're feeling it. In my last video, I did say that the feminine and masculine energies were getting so merged, like so integrated and imbalanced with one another, that a lot of people have been feeling or witnessed of thoughts that weren't theirs. And like having a hard time identifying, is this my thought or is this like my twin? Or this person sitting across the room from me? That's how real this show is at this point. And I know a lot of people are feeling this, and it does come with some symptoms, some uneasiness physically until it gets settled and until we get used to that new level of operation. But really, I'm going to say it just one more time because I know I said it many times in this video, but I feel like saying it again. August is the perfect month to just rest. Deep, deep rest. So that we can get prepared and ready for what's coming in the following months. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the comments. I love reading the comments. You can follow me on social media at IndigoGirl555 on Instagram, Indigo Girls Readings on Facebook, or using my email at IndigoGirl555 at gmail.com. Sorry about that, gmail.com. And until the next time, be well.